Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my personal 2010 Subaru Impreza. Since I've bought this car, I have not detailed the interior. So I thought I'd save it for an awesome purchase. I bought a Bissell Spotclean Pro. I've been seeing this thing in a lot of detailing videos and figured what a better way to try it out. This has the tan interior with black carpet. The interior looks fairly clean. But it's got a certain odor about it that would match a teenager's gym bag. It was owned by a younger kid. It's kind of got a little funk to it. So even though it looks clean, I'm really excited to see what that Spotclean Pro could pull out of the carpets and especially pull out of those tan colored seats. So stick around and enjoy the transformation. Admittedly, this car is pretty clean. I wish I had saved a clip of me dumping the bucket out though afterwards, because what was in there was disgusting. To make it easier, I'm going to remove both of the seats in this car. As a reminder, if you're doing this kind of thing at home, there are connectors under the seats for the heater and the occupant restraint system. So make sure you disconnect that carefully so you don't break any wires. Same thing on the driver's side, 4 bolts holding the seat into the floor. They can be tough to come out sometimes because these bolts go all the way through to the bottom of the vehicle, so they experience the same corrosion that the rest of your car does. So just be patient. If it gets too tight, try hitting them with some penetrating oil on the bottom. But patience is your biggest friend in this situation. So now that we got the seats out, we're getting our first shot at what the carpet looks like underneath, and no surprise here, French fries, candy bars, and shout out if you're from Pennsylvania, a Yuengling bottle cap. The driver's side didn't have as much loose trash, but it did have a heavier level of dirt contamination and what looked like some spilled drinks, so really curious to see what the extractor can pull from the driver's side. Now that the seats are out, instead of plugging up my vacuum, I'm going to pull out the large trash by hand, and then we'll get a thorough vacuum done. We can get started on the extraction. If there's a lot of dirt and debris being held in by a low pile carpet, another quick trick is to take a stiff bristle brush, agitate that stuff up, and then do another quick vacuum. Spray bottle, I'm using Chemical Guy's Inner Clean diluted 10 to 1. I'm going to hit that with a soft bristle drill brush, and then I'm following that up with a spot clean. I did not use the carpet solution that was provided. I opted to go with hot water and see what that Chemical Guy's product could do on its own. I won't lie, as I went along I got a little bit nervous because I couldn't really see the Spotclean pulling any dirt up through the recovery nozzle. Man, when you dump it out though into the bucket, that first one was shocking. It was a dark, dark brown sludge that came out of the carpet. Moving on to the driver's seat, I expected to see a lot more of that grime and dirt get moved by the drill brush and the extractor. It really didn't look like it was doing anything. I got some dirty water off the front ridge of the seat. It wasn't until it was clean that you could really see how much of it actually came out. The passenger seat definitely was the better of the two. It seemed like it was a lot cleaner just generally, which granted the driver's seat's going to be full more of the time. This seat made a great transformation as I was going. I don't know if I did anything different from the first to the second one, or if this one was just more loose dirt, where there was more like grime and oil in the driver's seat, but check it out. So the back seat is where my 3.5-year-old Bissell rides most of the time. Usually I try and keep a towel around to wipe his paws down before he gets into the back of the car, but it's not always feasible. I usually forget. So I'm removing a lot of little paw prints from all over the back seat here. This made a huge transformation. It was very easy to get out. Most of it was just dried up surface dirt. But the back seat in the after shot looks awesome, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video. I do a quick walk around and show you the transformation. The vacuum on the driver's side wasn't as dramatic as the passenger side. It actually made very little difference in shifting some of the lighter spots. But on the opposite spectrum, when I started hitting it with the hot water extractor and the drill brush, man, it really looked good when it was finished. You can tell even before it's completely cleaned up that that water extractor pulled out so much of that spilled whatever it was. And if you look at the nozzle right now, I'm just basically sucking up chocolate milk out of the carpet. The smell in the car is totally gone. and the carpets have a deep, rich black look back to them. They came out great. So I'm sitting downstairs getting ready to edit the Subaru interior cleaning video when it occurs to me that I can't find the outro. I never filmed it. So after the shampoo and hot water extraction, I wanted to show you guys what the Subaru ended up turning out like. Looks really good. That dark spot on the front of the seat's almost gone. The headrests are clean. The paw prints on the back seat are gone. I already dumped the bucket and I regret doing it, but there was a terrifying amount of dark black, like sludge, that came out of what looked like a pretty clean car. But overall, I think it turned out great.